What is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host, Jeremiah Duncan. Once again, I have got another review for you. This one, the name is pretty fitting, if you want me to be honest, because it was a disappointment. I was sad. I had high hopes. I watched the trailer when this came out. I got pumped, and then I was easily let down. I'm talking about the 2016 release of The Disappointments Room. Kate Beckinsale. Some mysteries should not be unlocked. So I was pretty pumped, to be honest, about this. If you aren't familiar with it, let me fill you in because maybe you'll get excited too. The door to heart-pounding terror swings wide open in this gripping psychological thriller based on true events. Awesome, right? Looking for a fresh start, Dana, played by Kate Beckinsale, David, played by Raido, and their 5-year-old son move from the big city to a rural southern mansion in need of restoration. But the young family's dream home quickly becomes a chilling nightmare when Dana discovers a hidden room in the attic, unleashing unexplainable events that test her sanity and slowly reveal shocking secrets from the past. So, first off, pumped because it was based off true events. Pumped because if you aren't really familiar with the movie, in essence, she finds this room that's not even on the plans for the house, and it's called the Disappointments Room. A local historian fills her in on it. In a nutshell, we all know how jacked up our history is of the past, especially in the United States, how they will literally bury things that they don't want to be seen. Case in point, the Disappointments Room was essentially if you had a deformed child or a child with a mental handicap. Since you didn't know, you just assumed they were of the devil. So they throw them into the Disappointments Room, lock the door, keep them hidden from society. That way nobody knows that they have a disappointment. So effed up history, that and just the thought of how much pain and anguish was crammed into that room. And I love a good paranormal movie, so I was pumped because all of the elements that make a good movie and a good story were there. However, this one's only a 4 out of 10 for me. It is rated R, however, it just never pushes past. I wish it was a little more brutal, I guess. I mean, that makes me sound really sadistic, but it's just kind of, you know, there's jump scares and things like that, and it's shot beautifully. It's a wonderful looking movie, but it's just kind of cookie cutter. It's they had so much potential there. I mean, of course, Kate Beckinsale, she's great. If you aren't familiar with her, she was in Underworld. She was also in Van Helsing and another great movie, Vacancy, sidebar. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch. So you'd really think she's great. And once I got digging into this movie, I also found out it was co-written by Wentworth Miller. If you are not familiar with him, as soon as I saw that, I got excited too, because he was in Prison Break, the shaved head guy. That explains like literally everybody in that series. But he was one of the main characters that went in to break his brother out of prison. If you haven't seen that TV series, season 1 is wonderful. It's not horror, but it's just a fascinating TV series. But anyway, he was in Prison Break. He was actually in Resident Evil Afterlife as well. So I got excited. Parts of the film were actually filmed on the same streets as Hellraiser 3. So again, you got all of the elements. I got excited. And it was just, maybe I built it up too high. I mean, it's not a horrible movie. I didn't hate that I watched it, but it's a 4 out of 10 for me on this one, The Disappointments Room. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Kate Beckinsale's a cutie, though, so what up, girl? Holler at your boy. You know how we do. You know, we'll talk movies. You know, whatever. I'll be your disappointment room. How about that? Like, subscribe. You know the drill. Share. Let's build this community. Love you, horror nerds. Stick around for more. Got one coming to you every day. Adios.